Howdy do, I am Gamrison, and welcome back to our playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2. And where we left off was the very beginning of arguably the best level in the entirety of Sonic Adventure 2, with the best song in the entirety of Sonic Adventure 2. Yes, Live and Learn's really great, City Escape and Rolling Around at the Speed of Sound's really great, but if everything happens in threes, then Pumpkin Hill completes the trifecta. To the point, I'm wearing the Knuckles. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, the mic's in the way. It's a Knuckles shirt, though. It's a Knuckles shirt. It's a good shirt. It's lasted me a while for a reason. And there we go. Best character in the game. Once again, a treasure hunting level. And the thing about the treasure hunting levels we discussed, of course, people definitely don't like them or do like them. One thing I want to discuss real quick while the music stopped, too, is like, basically a tip I could give for the treasure hunting levels is that all of them are basically divided into 3 sections except for Death Chamber, which we might get into later on. And what that basically means is, even though the level isn't like put out evenly in 3 sections, there's 3 main parts of each of Knuckles' levels, and if you can learn both what they are and how to get to them, it makes it very easy to get. That's a ghost making noise, so I'm trying to explain to my audience a tip. Chill, ghost, we'll get to you. Basically, long story short, if you can understand those 3 sections and also how to get to them pretty easily back and forth, that's probably a very easy way to help you get the better ranks in these levels. So basically, learn how to do that, and that will probably help you. If you're someone that's going after like the A ranks and stuff like that, you're watching this video, that's probably one of the best ways to probably do it. So that being said, let's jump into the level now. Shovel Claw. You can dig into the ground or in the walls. Perfect. Select dig in the action window. So basically, what I can do now is dig into things that I couldn't dig into before. Like this. Oh wow, that's the wrong way. Let's go to church, y'all. Let's go to church. Let's take it back. Of course. We had church. The church of how many jump scares can we get, by the way? There we go. So now we've been to the church section, basically. What that means is the other 2 pieces are going to be amongst this giant mountain over here, or this like turntable area over here. Okay, so no beeps, not even a green beep. Let's move on over here then. There's also like these 4 outer like pumpkin sections that I'm going to go have to check, because there's no beeping over here either, so we got to check over there as well. Oof. Okay, so there's 4 of these. Here's 1, no beeping. There's a second one over there. Oh wait, now there's beeping. Oh, the train, is it on the train tracks? No, it's under the train. Here we go. Never mind. But that's what I mean. Basically, if you learn how to get around the level, at some point or another, you're gonna probably run into at least a green beeping, right? So now there's been one here. There's been one at church. We can go over here, and there probably is one somewhere. That is one thing I also will agree on between Sonic Adventure and actually Sonic Adventure 2. I think they did downgrade the treasure hunting radar, right? Like on one hand, the beeping can get pretty annoying if it's constant and you're like lost in how to find an emerald piece or whatever. Like you're almost there, but not quite there. On the flip side, you can go right over an emerald piece in this game that you were right next to and you wouldn't know because all of them can beep simultaneously. For me, meanwhile, like I said, it's unfair for me because I've played this game for so long and constantly that like that's an A rank. I already know. Of course, like I said, I'm the world's best Knuckles A ranking in Sonic Adventure 2 ultimate like player. That's what I am. It's a very niche title, but it is my title, and I will uphold it this entire series. I promise. Ooh.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears and listen to me very carefully. My name is Dr. Eggman, the world's greatest scientist, and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, that's the reason they were looking for him. Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magnets. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
Put your hands up in the air and get off the ground!
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman!
Got it!
The three of you? That means me, too! Hey, wait!
So that... And it's funny, that cutscene, the CGI cutscene is actually kind of criticized. So like people laugh at like the girl in the cutscene and how she looks, and I'm kind of just like, this is CGI from the year like what, 2000? What did I don't recall. That like reminds me of like Max Steel or like Action Man at worst. I don't really see that and be like, yeah, I laugh at that because that doesn't look as good as like cutscenes and stuff in like 2019. I don't know. That's also a whole can of worms right there where people like compare this game to like games of today, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like if this game was made today, it wouldn't look like this at all. And the proof would be Sonic Generations when they did City Escape in that game in 2011, and how much like, I guess, better you could say it looked in that game. We need to be able to jump. So we need the boosters. Thank you very much. The boosters will basically allow us to do what Gamma could do in Sonic Adventure and hover when we jump. And so now we can cross distances. So let's discuss the plot a little bit, because even though people like laugh and like lull Sonic plot or like plot in a Sonic game, whatever, yeah, this did have a plot, and it was actually kind of cool in my opinion anyways. And that was a space colony arc that we saw blow up half the moon, which, funny enough, is kind of one of the reasons that I got kind of interested in like robotics and stuff, right? Like, I had this goal once when I was like super young. I was like, I want to build a space colony arc. I don't know if it's actually going to be possible, but I was excited about like, well, even if I couldn't build it, which probably not, right? What could I build trying to build it, right? Like, what could I accomplish on a path of trying to actually build that thing in real life? And the question, or the answer to that is, I'm not sure yet, because I'm not really on that path yet. We're still in college for engineering and stuff, right? But like, that's kind of part of why I'm in engineering right now. It's part of why it still kind of interests me, even though maybe math or the current classes that I'm in aren't the most exciting, or they're super time consuming and don't give me a lot of free time. Still, that actually is one of the motivating factors, that thing you saw right there that blew up half the moon. Not because I have any ambitions to blow up half the moon, though, so please do not be like, hey, look, I was watching this person play through Sonic Adventure, and they want to build a giant space cannon because they want to blow up half the moon. Can we, like, just preemptively arrest him, like Minority Report or something like that? Like, no. I see you right now dialing your phone. No. But yeah, that was kind of like an interesting thing right there. But also, when it comes to the plot itself, essentially what we know is Sonic got arrested because he's being mistaken for Shadow, potentially. Eggman, meanwhile, is apparently collecting the Chaos Emeralds to power a giant space cannon that we now need to stop, because that's what the good guys do. As we stop bad guys from blowing up like the other half of the moon, because you don't, apparently, Eggman, care about tidal waves and like how that's really going to actually wreck the planet that he wants to conquer. I want to conquer the world, so let me make sure half of it's like flooded, and then the other half that survived can't resist me or something, I guess. I don't know, world domination just seems so tiring when you put it like that. There's gonna be missiles that hit me at some point. I'm trying to evade them, and I'm gonna get hit, and I'm gonna feel bad, because I know they're coming. Tails wanted for 1 million. Jeez. Oh, that jet just did a U-turn in the distance, and it's actually coming back this way. I don't know if y'all can see it. What if I do fall? That's what the noise is, by the way. There's a jet that's coming up on the side. It's going to start shooting at me. I'm going to escape it, though. But like, it's right there. Its bullets can curve up. Alright, now we've escaped it. It's still there, but it can't hit me now, so it's whatever. That's where the sound persisted, by the way. Sorry about that, but that's what that was. There's a fighter jet on the side. Maybe it was hard for you guys to see, but I could see it. And it goes out, it does a U-turn, then it comes back around, and there's the missiles. Aha, dodged them. And then it tries to shoot me, so that's what that was. Ooh, earthquake, earthquake. I don't really have tips for this level, just except for run and shoot, right? Like, because we're not really going for ranking, we're just actually trying to complete the story, you can kind of just run and shoot, and you're actually kind of fine, right? Even if you E-rank everything, you could always go back and replay the levels and do better after. Let's get all that out the way, because that's not gonna be good when this thing tries to drop on us.
I did
All right.
it.
I'm so used to instinctively like having to refresh my phone because I'm using it for like a chat window, and I don't have to do that right now. So that's, you know, the thing. Okay, that's a B rank.
Good.
B stands for better, try harder next time to get an A. That's what I learned growing up in school. That's always what it was. You take your mom home a grade and it's a B. That's exactly what she says then, or at least if you're my mother. That's what, I'm not even like throwing shade or anything. That's literally what, if I asked her right now, she would say a B stood for in school. I was not allowed to get Bs, all right? I had flashbacks off of seeing a B rank in a freaking Sonic game. How about that?
Expect the inside the mines to be like this. This is gonna be tougher than I.
This is the one Knuckles level that I will sympathize with criticism about. There's a lot of water, it's very easy to drown, and so I want to show you how to get the level up item called the air necklace to allow you to breathe underwater without problem. Climb up to the top like we've been doing, hit the switch to drop the water level down to level 3. Then what you want to do is find this guy, and it'll be the only one in the corner here. There's like only one corner that'll have like this drop point right here. Drop down it. And bounce right back up, because it's a party house. It's a jump house. Alright, drop in the cave, dive down. Now, you're not going to be able to get oxygen for a while, so you got to keep moving. And you want to go through all this entire section as fast as possible as well, so you don't drown. Knuckles can hold his breath for like a good 30 seconds at least. Go through here. And then raise up here. At the top of here will be a level up item called the air necklace. Oh no, geez, the drowning music. Literally the theme music of anxiety is Sonic drowning music. The air necklace, an oxygen tank necklace that you can now breathe underwater. So basically you'll never be able to drown again in any Knuckles level that has a bunch of water. And the reason that's important is because, like I said, there's a lot of water in this level. It's called the aquatic mine after all. But also just period. There's just a lot of... Did I just go backwards? I just went backwards. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get out of here. There's a lot of Knuckles levels that will have... Or did I just go backwards twice? No, I didn't. Okay. Here we go. The brick wall tricked me because there's brick on both sides. So basically now we can go hunt the emerald pieces. We might not get an A rank this one because I took the time to go get the air necklace, and so we did lose like a good minute and a half on the first piece. And basically to get maximum points when finding the pieces, you kind of have to go and do it as fast as possible. So what I could do is like restart the level if I really feel like I'm gonna get attacked for saying I'm the best and then not being the best. Oh, hello. Yeah, I got 1,000 for that one too. Like, we're oof.
One more left.
Are none of these underwater? Did I just do all that and none of these are like underwater? Aw, that's gonna be a trip, ain't it? That'd be hilarious, actually, if none of these end up being underwater. And so I went through all that for like basically nothing. Well, it's not for nothing, right? Like, if you struggle with this level and it's because you like keep dying underwater or whatever, I think it's important that you now know how to maybe do that a bit better than you were able to do it before. So I don't regret that at all. If you now can go off, do the level, and come back and be like, I A-ranked it now because I have the air necklace. My mission's done, right? Like, I did my job.
It's closer. I found him.
Though if you don't get an A rank, mind you, it's because I decided to help people, which is selfless, and I will stand by that as a good decision, okay? Just kidding. I'm the best Knuckles, ultimate, world's best A-rank Knuckles player in Sonic Adventure 2. Remember that. And I help people because I'm selfless and amazing, and I'm also still the best. So that's like the best of like 3 worlds.
Sheesh. There always seems to be a lot
2,
of
but there's
police
3
around
emerald
when you
pieces.
don't need 'em. Tails, any news yet?
For some reason, I'm not getting a signal from the 6 remaining Chaos Emeralds. Maybe Eggman took the emeralds into outer space.
Outer space? Knuckles!
Hey guys, long time no see. I must have got lost in the mines. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would be. Where are we anyway? Hey, where you going?
Move aside, Knuckles.
I managed to find the transcripts between Eggman and the President in the government computer. I'm following the President's limo right now. If we get into the limo, we can trace the call to find Eggman.
Okay, let's meet up there.
Hey! Wait for me, Tails!
Did they just say that if we can get to the president's limo, we can trace stuff, and then Sonic's just like, yeah, let's just meet up there. Y'all want to go meet up at the, you just casually roll up on the president in his limo. I don't think that's, y'all are already criminals because you're falsely, like, framed. If you do something like this, you might, like, be being framed for one thing, but actually commit other crimes that are, like, not good. Okay, real quick while I adjust my earpiece here. The thing about this level is if you double tap the accelerator, you will drift, and that will give you a boost of speed. So that will make these levels a bit easier to get around, especially when you have to do the levels like avoid hitting cars and avoid hitting walls. As you see, we're kind of flying through the level now. It does make that screeching noise, and that screeching noise can get annoying to listen to constantly. But if you find yourself running out of time, again, like, there's the regular driving, and then you double tap whatever the acceleration button is, and then you pick a direction, either left or right, and then you start drifting. So, like, we're drifting on the corners, we're, like, speeding through the level right now. Especially these square turns, it's a very neat trick to help you get around them without hitting the walls and, like, losing speed. So if you need help completing those levels, that might help you. There's a lot of taxis out today. None of them are crazy, huh, Sega? Tisk tisk. Hey, hey, hey! Dang it, now I'm thinking of this thing. Oh, jeez, this is like this thing where someone took, I want to say, was it snow halation, and fused it with, jeez. I'll have to, I'll, like, pin a comment in the comment section. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's just stuck in my head now. It's like this mashup, and it's just the hilarious, most funniest thing I think I've ever seen.
Just a few more minutes.
Oh, jeez. If you go through this fast enough, by the time you get to that last checkpoint, it'll freeze on 99 seconds, which is basically like how much gas you have left to take your superpowered plane that could transform into an assault walker and transform into a superpowered car. Right? That's a very, very, very useful vehicle right there. Very, very useful. Oh, jeez. Now I'm hitting everything. Okay, hold on. We have about, so basically we have like a half a minute worth of gas, because it's like a turbocharged vehicle that can apparently turn into an assault walker and a plane, right? Like, so there's that. So that's what I mean. The screeching kind of being annoying. I feel that's fair. But it's not something you have to do either. It's more like if you're struggling. If it's something you're struggling with, I'd recommend it. And we're just going to roll up on the president's limo. We're going to have to dodge the Secret Service, obviously, and escort. No, there's no escort. It's just the limo. Just the limo. The moon got blown up in half. The world's in a national crisis, or international crisis. No defense force. Nothing. Just... does he have ninjas? Like, he has invisible ninjas that are about to jump us. Nothing. He's just casually on a random freeway in the capital city. That's really bad. That's actually, or maybe the crime is just really low in Sonic's world, except for Eggman. Like, he's the only bad part in Sonic's world is Eggman and whatever he does that everybody else can just be casual about wandering about.
Mr. President, reports show that since the incident 3 hours ago, the country is in turmoil. Our financial communities are impacted, and our satellite communications are down. An emergency meeting has been called. Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
Spare me the details. Exactly just what is it that you want? Dr. Eggman.
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details since I know you are a very busy man. Mr. President, my demands are quite simple. Surrender to the Eggman Empire and make no attempts to resist. Otherwise, your country will cease to exist. You have 24 hours to give me your answer.
No way!
What the?
Sonic,
Eggman
you...
Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Lack of security.
Don't worry, Mr. President.
What did you
everything's
do?
under control. Just leave it to us. Got it, Tails?
I got it! He's transmitting from the space colony Ark.
Okay, let's move it!
Wait up, Sonic!
Hey, you, wait!
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming signal from our agent.
Oh, they have an agent. Oh, hey, it's that pyramid from before in episode 2.
Inside that pyramid?
I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well. But you saw them too, right?
Well, yeah.
No.
Should be able to get into outer space from there. I don't know what this space colony is all about, but I'll find and destroy that cannon, and then kick their Imperial butts.
All right.
I'll go and find the entrance.
How did Amy see them too? Amy wasn't with you, Knuckles. What the? Unless she was in the background invisible. Like, there is a thing she can do in Sonic 06 where she can turn invisible. So, I mean, I guess maybe there's a possibility she was there the whole time, and then she just didn't help Knuckles when he was getting strangled. I don't know. Yeah, so, like, of course there are things you can poke at and make fun of the game, and that's also why I don't really go to war or argue with people when they say what they say. But again, as we're going through it, it's like, I don't know, I have, like, tips and tricks I can give people. I've played the game for so long, I just enjoy it. And it's not even, like I said, it's not even nostalgia, because I've been playing the game. I played it on the GameCube. I played it on the Wii, because the Wii was backwards compatible, thank goodness. And then when it went to Steam, at least in 2014, or 2014, which is when I got it on Steam, it's been on there for like half a decade now, so I'm just playing it on there. I even have a tradition, speaking of Pumpkin Hill where we started, where like every Halloween I'll play through all 5 of the Pumpkin Hill missions. I'll either stream it or I'll record it, do something. It was like the first video actually on this channel, as a matter of fact, was keeping up that tradition, doing something to do with Pumpkin Hill on Halloween. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. We're going to call it there. This is mainly just because I got to make sure I have enough like save space and file space, because these files are coming out to be like half a gig. And just at like 20-minute mark, it's like half a gig, if not more. So I got to make sure I kind of try and keep it around there in case, because I got to go check my disk space to make sure I actually have enough space to be recording half gig episodes. I don't know if I actually do on this with all the other projects that I have going on here. Should have thought about that before I started this, probably. Like I said, when we do more of these in the future, when we get more better at doing these are all things that'll be like checked off of a list and it'll be totally fine. So with that being said, obviously in the comment section down below, of course, have your own opinion about like the story and stuff like that and the game itself. And you can obviously disagree with me. That's totally fine, like I said. But in the next episode, we're going to go through, of course, the pyramid section of the hero's story. And we're going to be trying to complete the hero's story in the next couple of episodes as well. And maybe this is actually a good time to ask, maybe if these like 20-minute like bits are actually kind of good instead of maybe doing like hour-long stuff. Because maybe you're enjoying this, but you have things to do, so you don't necessarily have like an hour to sit down and watch this. So like 20-minute kind of segments would actually be better to binge watch at your own leisure. So answer that in the comment section down below. But that's all for this video. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until next time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching.